you couldn't tell from this channel, I love Pokemon contests. I will forever be grateful for Hoenn for introducing the concept and Sinnoh for expanding upon it, but sadly, contests have become a thing of the past in the mainline games and anime. Now it's all about musicals and showcases, which are fun too and all, but lack the same passion, charisma, pizzazz contests had. There's no competition in putting on a musical, and showcases are for female performers only, which I don't like. Pokemon contests were for any and every coordinator to dress up and show off their Pokemon's flair. And as much as I deeply wish that they would come back, I fear that they may never return to the mainline games, or even have a spin-off. Like, come on guys, a spin-off Pokemon contest game. I don't ask for much, that's all I really need in this life. And since I got the contest hall brain rot so bad, I decided to create my own Pokemon contest league with custom ribbons to match. I want this league to ooze passion and creativity, so I'll be pulling from different attractions around the Pokemon world. These contests will take place in the Archipelago region. You see, there's the main island, surrounded by the 5 smaller islands. It's an archipelago, all of which have a love for performing and entertaining the masses, each with their own themes and tourist attractions. It's the Orange Islands of Pokemon contests. And I'm so excited to share this idea with you all. And if you like what you see, please, consider the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe. I had a great time coming up with these ribbons and a fun time thinking of all the little events and challenges coordinators could do. So if that's what you like, please consider subscribing and sticking around. And let me know, how would you structure your own Pokemon contest league? So just to get the formalities out of the way, and because I really want to get into the meat and potatoes of this video later, we're going to start with the main island where the Grand Festival will be held. The main island will work as a central hub for the coordinators to rest between contests and an ideal vacation spot for tourists. There will be ferries available for visitors to use to travel between islands, but all coordinators must either ride their Pokemon or use rental mods to travel between the islands. It's a perfect opportunity to further bond and or build trust between them and their Pokemon. It's meant to be the full body experience of really working with your Pokemon. After collecting a ribbon from each island, Pokemon coordinators will be eligible to compete in the Grand Festival. And though we take some creative liberties with the islands contests, the main island will host a traditional Grand Festival competition. Coordinators will show off their best moves, fight their way to the top, and the winner will be decided with a final battle that shall decide the top coordinator of the Archipelago region. So, in no particular order, the first island is themed after the esteemed Pokemon showcases of the Kalos region. Except we allow performers of all genders to participate, not just the girls. Honestly, I can't believe I never noticed that about the showcases, that they were only female competitors. Well, I guess in hindsight, they're all competing for the title of Kalos Queen, but could be Kalos Royalty, but whatever. Kalos Monarch. Anyway, in Pokemon showcases, performers compete in 2 rounds. The first can vary from a Pokemon quiz, baking, or even a Rhyhorn race. Just about anything could be part of the theme performance for part 1, but second round is freestyle performance. Trainers perform a choreographed dance that show off their bond and flair with their Pokemon. From there, the audience vote for the winner, and they are awarded with the Princess Key. Those are known as the Rookie Class competitions. To qualify for a Master Class tournament and a chance at the title of Kalos Queen, performers need 3 Princess Keys to enter. So for this ribbon, it will, obviously, be key themed. First round will be the expected razzle-dazzle of the coordinator's Pokemon, but the twist for those moving on to the second round, instead of a battle between the qualifying 8, they'll randomly be paired up in teams of 2 and choreograph a routine that shows off their ability to work together and adapt. Best teams of 2 are rewarded with the Princess Key ribbon. I really couldn't think much to draw around it, but I'm really proud of how the ribbon turned out. It's so cute. It might be a little sharp, but I love it. It's adorable. I did go all hyper girly girl with it, with the pinks, to be honest, because as a reference to showcases in the Kalos Queen and how it's female only, wow. But thankfully in my contest hall, we actually strive for gender equality. I yearn for true gender equality. The second island will pay homage to Unova's Pokestar Studios, a film studio where great movies are produced. First round will be coordinators randomly selected as either to play the role of a hero or a villain, and make costumes for their Pokemon to later show off their amazing powers. Themed after the blockbuster that is the Bryce Man movie, of course. Second round of 8 will have to compete in a super runway, where their Pokemon will show off their best super poses and signature attacks. And the advancing 4 will duke it out in single battles, while in character of their superhero or supervillain personas. The victor will be rewarded with the astonishing Pokestar ribbon that's shaped like the studio's logo, and presented by our special guest judge, Bryce Man himself. This ribbon was the first I actually designed, so I was really struggling with it, but I love how it came out in the end. I wanted to give it a little reference to the logo of how it had like film lines, whatever those are called. I decided making it red because haha, red carpet, haha, movie studios, ha 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 ha, Hollywood. And the little trail lined because ha ha ha, red carpet. I really like how it came out. You can think of the little eyes kind of like as gems and the little starlight. This one might also actually be pointy now that I think of it. Why do all the ribbons end up being so pointy? But I like how it came out. I'm very satisfied with it. The third island will consist of a baking competition of Pokeblocks and Poffins to pay tribute to the birthplace of Pokemon contests as well as treats for coordinators, Pokemon Hoenn and Sinnoh. Since this contest is themed after 2 regions, coordinators will be competing in teams of 2. For the first round, coordinators must prepare their first confection of their most flavorful Pokeblock. Second round will be baking their best Poffin, and for the final round, the final teams of 2 will compete to construct a large Poffin decorated with Pokeblocks that must balance flavors and textures. All the desserts will be judged by our very special guest, Munchlax. Coordinators must work together and use their Pokemon to help wow the audience as they cook. Fire, electric, and water types will greatly come in handy for this contest. And the winners will be rewarded with the Block Poffin ribbon. I am so pleased with how this ribbon turned out, despite me having some trouble combining the Poffins and the Pokeblocks for it. Since this ribbon is meant to reflect the home regions of contests, I wanted to make it look fancy and frilly as you know? I'm adoring it. It looks so cute, and the added purple, I think that was just a little guilty pleasure. But think about it, like a cooking show for Pokemon. I think a contest hall like this would get messy, but it's all in fun. The next contest is based on the game corner of the Kanto region. Now, because we care about our coordinators of different ages, we're doing family-friendly gambling games. This competition will push coordinators and Pokemon to work with the random events of the challenges. First round will be a game of luck. Coordinators and their Pokemon will have 10 minutes to navigate a tiled floor across the stage. Similar to the Voltorb flip game of Goldenrod City's game corner, land on a numbered tile from 1 to 3, you earn points. But if coordinators or their Pokemon land on a Voltorb tile, they must restart with half of their points that they've collected so far. Competitors with the most points by the end of the time limit will advance to the second round. The next round is a game of skill. Our contestants will be playing a live game of chess with their Pokemon as the pieces, fighting and styling their ways to advance across the board and dethrone their opponents. Final round will consist of a one-on-one battle where coordinators are given Clefairies for a metronome battle. Best style and ability to adapt wins the Game Corner ribbon. This ribbon was far easier to come up with than the events for it. I was racking my brain like crazy to think of the challenges for this one, but they sound really fun and something I bet you can recreate in real life. I was more so thinking human-sized Minesweeper and chess already, so just add Pokemon and it's a twist. And even though this ribbon is meant to represent the game corner, I heavily based the shape on the diamond logo of the Goldenrod City's game corner and gave it some flair. Now I bet you're wondering, why is it paying an homage to Kanto rather than both it and Johto? Well, I mean, the game corner started in Kanto, so we gotta be old school. We gotta have that Kanto favoritism Pokemon loves to do. The fifth and final island is inspired by the traditional stylings of the Johto region itself, hosting a variety of kimono dancers and tea ceremonies. First round will consist of coordinators working with their Pokemon to prep for a tea ceremony, judged by none other than Sinnoh. Those moving forward will have to recreate a pre-choreographed dance by a troupe of kimono girls, who will be judging them based on technique, memory, and grace. And the final round will be the victors versus the lead kimono girl in a double battle. Make it through all of this, dance and style your way through it all, and the coordinator will be rewarded with their final ribbon, the kimono ribbon. I shaped it like a teacup and with the kimono-like frills, keeping it simple yet subtle, such as the beauty that is the kimono girls of Johto. Unlike the other islands, this one only gets noisy when it comes to the final battle. This island's much more sensory friendly, a nice little getaway from your actual getaway from all the noise and the hustle bustle. And that's my Pokemon Contest League. Tell me what you guys think about the league, the ribbons, the events we're holding, and the Archipelago region itself. Would you travel there for a vacation or compete as a coordinator? Let me know your teams in the comments. I got carried away on this one, but designing 5 different ribbons were really fun, and thinking of 5 different kind of events, also really fun. Why the heck did I decide to make this like my second video? I don't know, I'm already kind of burning myself out on both ends, but hey, it was fun. Again, like, subscribe, enjoy. You've all been wonderful.